guys, Mike Mouse 74 with another video review. This time we're going to be taking a step back into Transformers 3, Dark of the Moon, Leader Class, Ironhide. I've been wanting to do this figure for such a long time. Awesome looking figure. I cannot stress this enough. He's really cool. So let's quickly take a look at the back. Shows you a picture of his robot mode and his GMC top kick mode. So here he is in his awesome looking robot mode. And in the center of his chest, he has a chest-mounted Cybertronian Blitz cannon, which I'll be showing you, and his GMC top kick mode. Some of the features he has, which I'll also be showing you. So he's a little bit tricky. So let's get him in his GMC top kick mode and see how well I do with his review. Alright, so here we have Transformers 3, Dark of the Moon, Leader Class, Ironhide in his awesome looking top kick mode. Very cool looking figure, and I've been wanting to do this figure for quite some time, and I'm really excited. So I'll give you guys a full 360 so you guys can see all around how cool he is, and then we can get into some of the detail, and I'll also show you some of the features he has in his top kick mode. Very cool looking figure. If you can find him, then I highly recommend to pick him up. Really cool. So for detail wise, let's take a closer look. I guess we can start on the front. You can see some of the detail in the grille all around here, and the nice GMC logo. And he does have some orange translucent lights on both sides here and here. And he does have blue translucent lights on the top of the pickup. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll give you guys a closer look. Here it says Road Armor. And like I said, I'll give you guys a closer look. That way you guys can see better. So there it is. It says Road Armor, so that's pretty cool. And he also has some lights down here and there, and on the other side here and there as well. Let's go around on the side. You can see that there is a 4x4 logo on the side of the pickup, a gas tank right there. And the windows on both sides and the front, they are translucent except for this part here, so that's not too bad. I don't mind that. And some detailing for the door handles right there and right there as well. Turn on the back. And there is an Autobot logo molded right in the center of the back of the pickup, and I'll give you guys a closer look. That way you guys can see what I'm talking about. So the Autobot logo is right there, if you guys can see it. So that's pretty cool, gives it a nice touch. And you get some red detailing for the backup lights here and right here as well, so that's pretty cool. And we come to the other side. And again, the 4x4 logo on this side of the pickup, and another gas tank right there. And again, some more detailing for the door handles right here and right there as well. And again, I don't mind that, the black detailing for the windows. I really don't mind. So it's really awesome looking figure. So I'm not gonna be too nitpicky. So for some of the features that he has in his truck mode, he does have two cannons on both sides on the top of the pickup. What you want to do for that, you just grab onto the smokestack, and it comes out. Same with the other side. Grab the other smokestack, and another cannon shoots out. So that's pretty cool. And it also has some sounds in truck mode and in robot mode. There's a button right here. If you press the sound, it makes it sound like the truck is starting up. So that's pretty cool. So to put the cannons back in, all you want to do is press in on these smokestacks like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Press in, and it goes right back into place. So that's pretty cool. So for comparison, I'm not doing a comparison size, but I am comparing the two figures. They may look the same in vehicle mode and in robot mode, and both have the same features and noises, but in robot mode, they both have different sound effects, which I'll show a little bit later on. But right now, I'll just give you guys a quick demonstration because they do have, like I said, the same noises in vehicle mode. And then same with this one, it makes the exact same noises. So one is the Canadian version and one is the American version. And how you can tell the Canadian version, the Canadian leader class figures have the sticker on the back of the bed of the pickup right here, whereas the American ones don't. So I just wanted to point that out. So I'll give you guys a final look of Leader Class Ironhide in his awesome looking Top Kick mode, and then I'll show you how to put him in his robot mode. Like I said, very cool looking figure. If you can find him, then I highly recommend to pick him up. Really, really cool. So to go ahead and put Ironhide in his robot mode, what you want to do is you want to come down on the back of the pickup right here, and just, if I can do this for you, just unattach it from the back, like so. And then next, what you want to do is you want to detach the front of the vehicle. A little bit tricky. So just like that. So just move that up. And then next, what you want to do is you want to detach the bumper. So just like that. So that'll be the first step. Next thing you want to do is these two here. You just want to pull them out just a little bit. Just be very careful because they are on ball joints. So they are pegged in right. They're pegged in right in there. So you just want to pull them out very carefully. Just kind of see they're on really crappy ball joints. So just kind of move that forward like that, and same with the other one. You just kind of do the same thing. Kind of move this out and then move this forward a little bit. And then what you want to do next, you just want to lift up these side panels. Kind of get this out of the way for a minute. Just like that, and then do the same thing with the other side panel all along there, just like that. And then you want to get the arms out. Just like that. Do the same thing with the other arm. It is a little bit tricky, but you just got to work at it. So just like that for now. So next, what you want to do is with these panels here, you just want to fold it up like so. If I can do this, fold that up. And if you guys can see, there's a peg where my thumb is right here, and there's a hole right there. You just want to connect that just like so. And again, with the other side, you just want to take the panel and fold that up. And again, there's a peg right here, and there's a hole. If you guys can see, there's a hole right there, and there's a peg right there where the 4x4 logo is. And you just want to take it. Actually, my bad, sorry. There's a hole right there, sorry. You just want to peg that in the hole, if I can. So just like that. So you peg it in here, not there. So that was my bad. And then next, what you want to do, move the camera up a little bit. You want to bring these down here. There's a hole, if you guys can see. Just move that up a little bit. There's a hole right there, and there's a peg right there. You want to put that hole. I can do this for you. It's a little bit tricky. Yeah, we know you're Ironhide. A little bit tricky. So just like that, and then do the same thing with the other side. There's a hole right here where my finger is. If you guys can see, it's right there, and there's a peg right there. You just want to put that hole. A little bit of a trick. So pretty much just like that. That's how you want that to be. So now we're going to work on the arms. You just want to rotate the arm so it's facing forward. And if you guys can see, let me just move this flap. There's a peg right here, and there's a place on the arm right here where you want to put that peg up in there. So you just want to do. If I can show you this, you just want to peg that in there. If I can do it. So pretty much just like that. Whoops, came unpegged. So just make sure it's pegged in really, really tight. So just like that. Oh, hang on. And then do the same thing with the other side. This one came on loose, but that's all right. So just make sure this is locked in really tight. And then again, the same with the other side. You just want to rotate the arm so it's facing forward. And again, with the peg, there's a peg right here, and there's a slot right where my thumb is right here. If you guys can see it, it's right there, and there's a peg right there. You just want to bring that part up. Just get this out of the way, and peg that in there just like so. Make sure you just snap it in, and just put this back down just like that where it should be. And then again, just make sure this is pegged in nice and tight. So that's how you want the arms somewhat to be on leader class Ironhide. Just make sure you bring the arms forward. So now we'll come around to the back side. What you want to do for the back side, you want to flip this underneath like so, and then push this down like so, like this. And then for the top half, there's a clear peg right here, and there's a slot right there. If you guys can see, it's right there. What you want to do, just kind of put that in there. It doesn't really like fit in there really tight. It just kind of pegs in there, and then just kind of push that down like so. So that'll be for the back half. So now we're going to come down to work on the legs. You just want to bring the legs down, and then you want to unpeg like so, and then you want to rotate around from the knee from here up. So this part is facing the front, and then you want to just bring this down like so. Sorry, I'll do that again. So it was closed, and you want to bring down the foot so it's down like that. Do the same thing with the other leg. You want to rotate at the knee. So this part is facing forward, and then you want to bring this down. This will create his foot, just like that. And we're pretty much done. For the next part up here with the wheels, you just want to fold the wheels in like that, so it kind of locks in a little bit. Do the same thing with the other side. You just want to push the wheel in so it somewhat locks into place. And you pretty much have leader class Ironhide in his robot mode. So I'll be back and I'll just fix him up a little bit and show you what he actually looks like. Just one quick thing I forgot to mention. For these things here, you just want to push these back down. So just like that. That's pretty much what you want to do. Is instead of having these up like that, just kind of push them down for your final transformation of leader class Ironhide. So I do apologize for that. So here we now have Transformers 3, Dark of the Moon, Leader Class Ironhide in his awesome looking robot mode. Very cool. I cannot stress it enough. If you guys happen to see him in stores, pick him up. Really, really cool figure. You guys will not be disappointed. So I'll give you guys a full 360, and then I'll give you guys a closer look. Then we can get into some more of his detail in robot mode. He's a little bit of a tricky transformation, but I guess it can be fun at the same time. And as 84 Ironhide pointed out in his review, nothing you can really do about that. I just wish I would have stayed shut. But like I said, nothing you can do. Still an awesome looking figure. Pick him up. So now let's take a closer look, then we can get into some more of his detail. So you can see that he does have some gold detailing down by his feet right there, and on the other side right there as well. Come towards the crotch area on both sides, some more gold detailing right there and right there as well. And has a nice Autobot logo just above the crotch part, and some more gold detailing along the side, or on the center of his chest right there. And I absolutely love the head sculpt. The head sculpt is absolutely amazing. And some more gold detailing just alongside the head right there, and on the other side right there as well. And if you turn him over along the side, on the side of his arms, he does have some silver detailing alongside right there. And turn him over on the other side, he has some more gold detailing right there, so that's pretty cool. And it does have a few choices of words. There's a button right here, or you can press the chest part. If you press here, he says his name, Ironhide, and he makes some kind of power-up noise, so that's pretty cool. So let me just give you guys a close-up on the head sculpt. The head sculpt is really, really cool. So that's what he looks like without his shield on, face shield on, or mouth guard, whatever you want to call it. So that's pretty cool. And he also does have a chest cannon, and I'll show you that. What you want to do for that is you just pull down on the Autobot logo. I can do this without him tipping over. So that's pretty cool. One more time. So that's pretty cool, lift that up. And he does have some other pretty cool features in robot mode as well. If you could come down by the legs, he does have some kind of a weapon here, and on the other side he does have his knife. So that's pretty cool. And I'll show you what it looks like when he's holding his knife. So here's just a quick look of Leader Class Ironhide holding his knife ready for battle, so that looks pretty cool. So I'll give you guys a little bit of a close-up because there is some detail on the knife which I want to show you. So I don't know if you guys can see, down by the handle of the sword there is some detailing down here, and on the bottom of the blade there is some detailing right here, and a little bit of detailing with the teeth there to make it look like it's sharp. It's really not sharp at all, but that's what they want you to make it look like. So that's a look of Leader Class Ironhide holding his knife in robot mode. And to store that, all you want to do is that it's actually pretty simple. You just want to take the knife out of his hand. If I can do it without him falling over. You want to open up the side panel alongside of his leg right here, and there's 3 pegs, 1, 2, and there's 3. And you want to line the knife up really carefully. If I can do it, I'll line them up with the 3 holes, just like that, and boom. There you have the weapon stored in Leader Class Ironhide in robot mode. So that's pretty simple. So here we have the 2 Ironhides together in their robot modes. And again, I am not doing a comparison size with different figures. Basically what I'm doing is just comparing the 2 figures. This one is the Canadian version, and this one is the American version. And how you can tell, they both may look alike, but they both have different sounds, and they both have buttons on the back of their heads. So what you want to do is, this one again is the Canadian version, and he says, I can find the button, and the American version says, so that's how you can tell. And again, the Canadian one just has like a power up noise, and the American one says, weapons ready. So that's kind of the difference between the 2 figures. Again, they may look alike, but they both have different sounds. Again, I'll show you one more time. They both have the button on the back of their heads. So the Canadian version just says Ironhide and makes like a power up noise. And again, the American version says Ironhide here and weapons ready. So again, that's just the difference between the 2 figures themselves. So I'll give you guys a final look of Leader Class Ironhide in his awesome looking robot mode before I show you how to put him back into his top kick mode. Again, I'll give you guys a full 360 and one more close up just one last time because he is such an awesome looking figure. So again, like I said, I'll give you guys one more close up. Just because he's that awesome. So now let's get him back into his top kick mode. So to put Ironhide back into his truck mode, I don't even know where to begin. Yeah, what you want to do, I guess, maybe grab the tires and just kind of very carefully bring that out like so. Do the same thing with this side. Bring the tire out just like that. And then next, what you want to do, if I can show you, these little panels here, you want to bring them out like that. Do the same thing with the other panel, bring that out like that. And I guess we can detach the arms, just like that. Do the same thing with the other arm, detach it, so it's detachable. So it's down, so it's you can detach it just like that. So that that'll be the first couple of steps, I guess. Then next, what you want to do is you want to come up here and you want to unpeg these. If I can do this for you, unpeg it like that and kind of lift that up out of the way, and then do the same thing. And again, these are on really crappy ball joints. I don't know. I just wish they would have made it a little better. And again, do the same thing with this side. You just want to unpeg this and kind of lift that up out of the way so you have it kind of just like that. So then next, after you've done all that, I guess we can come down to the feet and kind of work our way down. So what you want to do with the feet, you want to push the feet up like so. Do the same thing with the other foot, push that up, and then you want to rotate. So it's like this. Do the same thing with the other foot. Rotate it all the way around so you have it like this. And then we can kind of peg them together, just like there's a hole right there, and a hole right there, and there's two pegs where my thumb is. Whoops, one right here and one right there. So you just kind of want to peg these together, just like that. So next, what you want to do, the next steps are really easy. You want to just flip this panel here, and then kind of bring this back here, and kind of move that out of the way. Now that'll be the next step because the arms are really tricky. So next we're going to work on the arms, and I think the arms are the trickiest part of the transformation. What you want to do, these black bits here and the other black bit right there, you want to be able to see those, so you want them visible for the transformation. And let me just move this back. Well, I don't know if you guys can see. There's a peg right there, and there's another peg right where my thumb is, right there, and there's a hole right here. If you guys can see, there's a hole right there where that red dot is, and there's a hole right there. And what you want to do, let's see if I can do this very carefully without breaking anything. You want to put, if I can do this, you want to put that hole in that peg. It's kind of tricky to see. It's a little bit of a tricky part to do. Like I said, it is the trickiest part of the transformation to do. So just like that. And then what you want to do is for this, you want to just fold that panel out and then kind of bring that down. And then again, do the same thing. You want to fold this up. So you got that part just like that. And again, it is the trickiest part of the transformation. You want to bring this all the way back. Fold that in, and again, there's a peg where my thumb is, and there's a hole right under the forearm of leader class Ironhide, and you just kind of want to peg that together. So I'll be back, and I'll have that pegged in. That way it'll be easier for you guys to understand. So now that you have the arms pegged in, this is how you want the arms to be when they're pegged in. So I do apologize. And then the side, just flip the panel down and bring that down, just kind of like that, and kind of line that up. Just not really line it up, but just kind of get it down out of the way. You can probably line it up a little bit later on. So now we're going to come towards the front of the vehicle. So now we're going to work on the front part of leader class Ironhide, and again, these are on really crappy ball joints. I wish they would have made them stronger. So they may tend to fall off. If they do, like me, don't get discouraged. What you want to do is just push, if I can, push these back, and just like that. And I don't know if you guys can see, inside here, there's a hole right there, and there's a little peg. If you guys can see where that red dot is right there, and you want to line that up right, if I can show you without the ball joint coming off. You want that lined up right in there. And again, it's kind of a little bit of a task. So kind of just like that. And then again, you want to do the same thing with the other side. Again, this is on a crappy ball joint, so you just want to be extremely careful. So just bring this back, and then just like this. And again, with the same thing, if you guys can see, there's a hole right in there, and there's a peg right there. You just kind of, you want to bring that in there just like that. So this is kind of how you want, whoops, this one came unpegged. So just like that. So that's how you pretty much want the front half of leader class Ironhide to be. Next, what you want to do is you want to grab the bumper and bring this down like so. Very carefully. A little bit of a trick. Try to do it without anything popping off. So just like that, pretty much. You want it to, and of course, this came undone again. So yeah, this is how you want the front end to be, just like this. So now after you have it looking like this, you want the bumper, the whole bumper, passing the lights on both sides. So this is how you want the bumper to look like when he's going back into truck mode. Now what you want to do is come around the back. This is another another tricky part. You want to bring down the front of the windshield, and somehow you want to be able to tuck this piece here in this groove. I don't know if you guys can see. There's a groove right where my finger is. You want this piece in that groove. And this is another tricky part. So pretty much just, oops, almost had it. Just bring down the camera a little bit. So pretty much just like that. And then you can bring down the front windshield and kind of just tab it in place. And then you just basically want to tab everything nicely together. And then you bring this up here like so. And again, it's just a matter of tabbing everything nicely together. So here we now have Transformer 3 Dark of the Moon Leader Class Ironhide back into his top kick mode. A little bit of a tricky transformation, but can be fun almost at the same time. So like I said, you just want to make sure everything's all tabbed in nicely. You don't want to leave any gaps in the figure whatsoever. So this is how you want him to look like when it's all said and done. So this is Transformers 3 Dark of the Moon Leader Class Ironhide back into his top kick mode. So this is Might Mouse 74 with my special 400 video review of Transformers Dark of the Moon Leader Class Ironhide. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, support the mouse, support your Transformer community. Stay tuned for more reviews and more updates and much more. Till then, I want to thank everybody for watching and take care everybody.